G'day guys, welcome back. So diving into another episode of My Hero Academia. This one is called, what is it? It's episode 24 for one. And I'm just trying to get the title up here. A Season for Encounters. So we had a bit of a sneak preview at the end of last week's episode saying that basically the villains are going to become more active because All Might has retired. So he's no longer out there doing his superhero thing. So the villains were like, right on, we can get out there and play. So that's what they're going to do. So that's why all the kids need to be well, they've got their provisional licenses now, so they can get out there and do like some basic stuff. But they really need to kind of get these kids out there because the villains are going to start running rampant, and they need to be controlled and you know put in check. I'm struggling with my words again today. Anyway, so last week's episode was a powerhouse of emotion and a lot of big reveals. The episode 23. Deku versus Kashan Part 2. So a lot of big character moments in that one. The rivalry between Deku and Kashan come to a head. A lot of big reveals. Kashan's been feeling guilty about All Might all this time. Deku just wants to kind of like rise up and be better than Kashan. Kashan wants to be better than Deku. They both admire All Might, so it was all one big mess. A lot of miscommunication and confusion. But it ended at the very end after the credits. There was a moment where the two boys were doing their chores because they're in house arrest. They've got to clean up. But Deku asked Kashan about his shoot style, and Kashan actually gave him some feedback. So they're growing as these two boys. They're growing as young men and getting that maturity, but also their relationship. Their relationship has become a bit more respectful, which I'm very thankful for because, like I said, they've been at each other's throats for so long. I was doing my head in. Kashan was just being a dick for no reason. I hated him, but now I understand that he's not the dick that I thought he was. And he's got a lot of fans out there too, this kid. Kashan's very popular, right? I'm sorry if I've been annoying you with my reactions all this time, like roasting him, but he deserved it. But I'm glad he's got a fan base. Like, he's an interesting and complex character, which is what we want in our anime, right? We do. Okay, so as you know, time-based reaction, grab your copy, watch along. We also have a Patreon with early and exclusive release content. That was a mouthful. I got it all out in one take. Almost. I got it all out in one take. Does that count? I'm not going to edit that. I'm going to leave it in. All right, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go. My camera only records for 30 minutes, so I've got to speak fast, man. I've got to get it out there. That's no good. They're just all decent people. I want to kill them all. Is he hearing voices? Natural American spirit. Who's talking to him? That makes me nervous when you got a creepy guy watching the people walk by, going about their lives on the city street, and he's smoking his cigarette, and he's having voices in his head. I think he obviously looks like a villain, but Gang Orca also looked like a villain, but he's not. He's a good guy. He's just looks like a whale. I've asked this before. So the quirks morph your body into different looks, or are you born that way? And then the quirk just manifests without any real consequence for your physicality. I have asked this before. I don't know the answer because I'm not getting any feedback from anybody. No one's telling me anything, guys. I'm okay. I just had a little outburst. But the villain, so obviously we know the villains are going to be in this episode a bit, but they haven't really been well, we have had some villain action, but they've been I feel like I'm yelling because the music's loud. They've been on the quieter side of the storytelling at the moment, but they've still been active doing their thing. I mean, Shigaraki has got Deku's blood. Why? To create a body for All for One is what I think. When you can handle it. Here we go. Where is Hero Society headed? I'm fine. What is he? He's got. Oh, he's got. Why has he got horns? The presence of All Might got too big. Now that he's gone. So Endeavor stepped up. Hell Flame quirk. Right, he's big shoes to fill. He's rough. Oh, that's an insult. So a lot of people are going to be thinking that Endeavor doesn't deserve the role. He hasn't got that respect. Actively raise excitement. Who is this dude? Mr. Miyagi? Who? I'm here. Is this guy a hero? Or he's got a quirk but he's not a hero? Or a villain? So, like, a majority of this world, people are born with quirks, but not everyone becomes a hero or a villain. Reservoir Dogs, they just live with their quirk and just live their life, right? Is that what this guy is? He's just a normal dude with a quirk? So he's got villain connections. Suits and items. The villains are very active. The darling of the idiots. This dude is troubled. I think he's leaning more towards the villain persuasion. Hey, it's Valentine. Your face looks gross. That's mean. It does, though. And you're all dead. Wow. Be kindling for me. What? Oh. So when he hasn't got his mask on, his split personality fingers in conflict with each other, puts the mask on, becomes calm. Had fun making mischief twice. Oh, okay. Oh, we can multiply. Cool. You put them all to work. But the Mees weren't satisfied with me being the king. I was almost killed by myself. Okay. How does he get rid of the clones? Does he just absorb them back in, or does he got to murder them? Oh, okay. He might not be the real one. So he's hearing his own voice talking to himself. I want some more crazy people around me. What the hell? Murdered them. The crazy ones are coming out. I like his design. What should I do? Is he gonna be like Two-Face? Do I do villain stuff, or am I good? Sometimes. The dilemma of a class rep. Oh. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh, it's a new semester. Horn cannon. Yeah, he has. What was his name again? He turned out to be like a pretty decent guy from memory. Just looks bad. Oh, he's getting old. Yes. Yes, nananaps. Hero work studies. Mm-hmm. The big three. What the hell? Yeah, why? Yes, they are problem children. Ooh, regular classes. I like Eraser, he's cool. Harsher training? Nothing? Okay. At the discretion of the student. Yeah, calm down, you're a rockaka. Oh, I knew it. They're gonna have to step up. They gotta be more vigilant. English. I'm learning the English. Let's fire it up. Do you hear me, bro? Oh, wow. Did you miss the spot? This reminds me of Sims University. Camino. Mr. House Arrest. Wow. So they're not being caught up with their studies. You'd think they'd still have to go to class, right? What? Oh. You can phase through walls? People are talking about you, so I came to say, who the hell was that? What? I'm with Deco. What just happened? Really? He just come out the wall. I was back, baby. It's gonna catch up. This is the big three. Right. The big three. He looks like Tintin. This show still does it to me. Like all my shows that I watch did this to me. Where I'm so absorbed, and then the credits appear. I'm like, wait, how did 23 minutes just go by so quick? Sigh. Okay, that was a season 4 encounters, and the synopsis says, the world has changed for villains and heroes alike. In the weeks after All Might's fight with All for One and the UA, students start their second semester. So who was the guy with the big twice? He called him the guy that called himself Twice. Is that right? He had the split down the center of his face. So I'm assuming that's because that's where he splits. Twice. Twice? Twice. His name's Twice. Did I say that? So I like reading the comments down below. So they dropped Twice's backstory on us and left us just like, huh? Twice. So it was interesting, like opening up with these characters, just observing the world and hearing his thoughts. Togata suddenly offers to fight us. Unrivaled. Go beyond. Plus ultra. So yeah, like I said, they had art Twice at the beginning and just had that moment with him observing the world, thinking about how the dynamic of the heroes and the villains have changed now because Endeavor's now doing All Might's job. He's retired, and Endeavor doesn't really have that respect of everyone, not the media, not the community, not the villains. So the villains are becoming more active. So this guy, I wasn't sure what he was doing because it felt like he was just not a part of any of it. Like I question that. Like a lot of people in this world will be born with a quirk, but not necessarily everyone would pursue a hero or villain career, right? So they're just normal people going about their lives with powers. And of course you got the quirkless who are just like doing their thing as well. So those who have powers never really went to a school to develop or enhance or learn how to use them. What if they suddenly decided to become a hero or a villain? Do they need to go through some training of some sort? Do they go into like a school for older people or something? I mean, if you're going to become a villain, I mean, you don't necessarily go to school to become a villain. You just do your thing and be evil. But like we've seen a lot of superhero movies where people have got powers and abilities and they just start using them and become heroes, and they're like, oh my god, like a media sensation. But this is what I think about when I watch this show. So Twice, we learn a bit about him, right? He's feeling like he's definitely going to go and become and join the League of Villains because he was having that guy ring him up with all the teeth missing. So I was curious about him, like the way he had to pull the mask down to kind of like center himself and control his thoughts, because without it, he's just like on the verge of splitting and going crazy and doing bad things. So cool. Very good episode. So I've done 4 today, and it's been a lot of fun. I've got 1 to go in season 5, but I'm not going to do that one today. I'm going to do it another day, and then I'll start my journey into season 4. Holy crap. Can you believe that you're here? Thank you for joining me on my Hero Academia journey. It's been a lot of fun. So anyway, I'm done for now. I'll catch you guys next week for more My Hero Academia.